Jessica, and today I want to talk about a topic that I feel is extremely important, especially if you want to see God move in your life. And that topic is praying bold and dangerous prayers. So if you're like me, you've probably went through most of your Christian life praying safe prayers that are comfortable, which is basically, God, please provide for me, please help me have a good day, please bless my week, etc. You get the point. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those prayers, but what I'm saying is if you truly want to see transformation happen in you and in your life, and you want to see God move in incredible ways, that's going to require you to pray some bold and dangerous prayers. And also, quick word of advice before I begin is be careful what you pray for, because God will answer you. So with that being said, let's get into it with 4 bold and dangerous prayers you can start praying today. First dangerous prayer is remove the people in my life that are not good for me. Ooh, y'all, this one's gonna hurt. This is gonna mess some people up. Imagine you have like an open wound and a Band-Aid right over it and you just rip it right off. Ooh, just thinking about that. But nonetheless, that is what this prayer is gonna do. And I'm gonna be honest, I know a lot of you are probably not going to wanna pray this prayer because I was actually one of those people. It took a lot of strength for me to actually pray this because I knew I'm going to have to take some L's or suffer some painful losses. But you see, to the devil, our enemy, one of the absolute most scariest and threatening things you can do is grow. It's maturing in your faith and walk with God. So let me just tell you why this prayer is so needed. There is no such thing as a neutral relationship. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships either. I'm talking about your friends, the people closest to you, your day ones, the people you associate with are all either helping you grow or hindering you in your godly purpose and calling. And maybe you're thinking the same thing I was before I decided to pray this prayer, which is you're afraid to let go of someone or something that has been in your life for so long because of all the time that you've already invested. But just think about this. Just as we outgrow our kindergarten chairs, it's the same in our life as we continue to grow. Meaning, this is why the 8th grade chair and the kindergarten chair are not the same size. It's because as we continue to grow and evolve, there's gonna be some places you can no longer sit. There's gonna be some people in your life you can no longer hang around, and there's gonna be some relationships that are only compatible with the old version of you. Maybe the relationship you're currently in is only compatible with the old version of you that only wanted to live to please your flesh. It's only compatible with the version of you that wanted to go out every night and get drunk, get wasted, go out and party until the morning and just doing you and doing your own thing, whatever that means. But as soon as you decide you want your life to have real meaning, real purpose, and you want to find what God's calling is for you, then you're no longer compatible. And that's because that relationship was only compatible with the old version of you, but not the one that has evolved. This is why a toddler shirt or a baby shirt and a 10-year-old shirt aren't the same size. It's because you should no longer be able to fit into certain places or things that were once comfortable for you as you begin evolving and growing. And this is why praying a prayer like this and asking God to remove the things or people in your life that are not good for you is so dangerous, because it's going to require you to step out of your comfort zone. And it's going to expose some distractions in your life that you probably didn't even know are distractions. And distractions or distracting relationships don't always necessarily mean that you can't focus. It's more of a mismanaged focus. So in other words, you're still putting your focus on something. It's just you're focusing on the wrong thing and not on God or where God wants to take you. So 2 important things to remember is first, God will never remove a person or thing in your life that you need. God will only remove what will hold you back. And second, God will never remove a person or thing in your life if he doesn't have something better in store for you. But the thing is, God operates by faith. So you're going to first have to let go of that person or thing, because it wouldn't require you to have faith in God if he just revealed all the details of his plans for you. Like, you're gonna have to make that sacrifice first. And you're gonna have to go through a process of learning to trust God and trust his timing. And it's gonna be difficult. But as long as you don't give up during that process and you choose to stay close to God, then all of the sacrifices you had to make, all the wrong people you had to let go of, it's all gonna be worth it in the end, because you're gonna receive God's blessing for it. Second dangerous prayer: make me stronger. When you ask God to make you stronger, whether it's in your faith in God, in your walk with him, in your purity, you will go through temptation and tests. The only way to get stronger is to go through something. So you want to get stronger in your walk with God, ask God to give you strength in that area, and don't be surprised the next day when all of a sudden your friends hit you up asking you to go out and party and get drunk with them. You want to be stronger in your purity? Ask God to give you strength in that area, and don't be surprised when all of a sudden your ex that you could never get over suddenly reaches out to you asking you to Netflix and chill or hang out at their place. You want to get stronger in your faith and trust in God? Don't be surprised when an opportunity that you've always wanted all of a sudden comes to you, but you have this deep conviction on the inside from God saying, turn this down, this isn't my will for you right now. My point is this: when you ask God for strength, when you pray this prayer, make me stronger, you're gonna have to go through different trials and tests, because that's the only way that you can actually grow in your strength. The good news is, though, when you endure the temptation and the temporary hardship, because no hardships last forever, then you will get stronger and you'll be blessed all the more for it. But it's like going to the gym. Everyone wants to be fit and toned and have a nice body, but it's going to require you to go through a process of watching what foods you eat and working out even if you don't feel like it. Well, your faith is about to be put in the gym, and God's going to allow you to go through some things that, yes, they may be painful, and yes, they may hurt, but in the end, it's for your own good, and it's going to help you grow, and you'll see amazing results from it. And número three, disclaimer. This one here is dangerous. Break me. I'm sorry, what? Yes, you did hear that correctly. Along with praying and asking God to give us strength, we need to pray for God to break us. We need to be broken and humbled, because let's face it, a lot of us have too much pride built up and too many different things that stand in the way of God. This is a prayer of vulnerability, because it's going to require you to let down your pride and swallow your ego as God begins to reveal things in you and in your character that he wants to fix and change for the better. Let's be real, nobody wants to suffer. But at the same time, when life is going good, too many of us seem to forget God or just take him for granted. So don't be surprised when you ask for God to break you if all of a sudden you're faced with certain struggles you've never had to deal with before. And also, the thing is, when you ask God to break you, your heart will start to break for the things that break God's heart. You'll be given a new perspective. It's as if you put on glasses, not knowing how poor your vision was without them, and now all of a sudden you begin to see and look at things around you differently. This prayer also helps you find your purpose, because when we're humbled and let go of our pride, we begin to hear from God more clearly. And it's better to hurt with a purpose than it is to exist without having one. And fourth dangerous prayer: disrupt my plans. Disrupt my plans? Are you crazy? Well, let me explain. Most of us have a preconceived idea of what we're going to do, whether it's where we're going to move, who we're going to date, what job we'll have, etc. When you pray this bold and dangerous prayer, what you're saying is, God, whatever plans I came up with without you, if they are not a part of your will for my life, remove them, break them, disrupt them. The thing is, our plans are based on what we think will bring us the most satisfaction and happiness in our life. God's plans for you are based on what you need in your life. And there's a huge difference. You know, when you're walking in the will of God, it's guaranteed that yes, you're still going to go through difficulties and trials, but you can rest assured that you're going to have true joy and peace in the midst of it. Happiness is temporary. You can be happy when you eat your favorite meal or happy when you hang out with friends. But joy is something only God can give. Like, you can be experiencing the worst situation right now. You can be suffering from a really bad breakup and wondering how you're ever going to recover from it. But God can still give you joy in the midst of it. It's the joy of hope. Like, yes, although things may suck right now, it may hurt, it may be painful, but I still have joy because I know this means that God has something better in store for me. The only way to ever truly experience real joy, peace, and fulfillment in your life is by having God disrupt your plans and exchange them for His plans for your life. His will, not yours. So I want to end with these two Bible verses, which is Proverbs 16:9, which tells us that we can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. And also Proverbs 19:21 is a great example and reminder that we can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. So guys, that was 4 bold and dangerous prayers that will guarantee to transform and change your life. I hope you found this video helpful, and don't forget to share this with someone who may also need it, and also subscribe for more content. So until next time, bye!